And this week I want to talk with you a little bit about wills and trusts and really kind of estate planning in general. We always recommend that everybody at least have a will. Now, a lot of attorneys will recommend that you have both a will and a trust, and depending on your situation, that might make a lot of sense. But everybody needs to understand that they should have at least a will. Now, let me talk a little bit about those that live in the state of Kentucky, because there's a little bit of differences between each of the 50 states. But if you're a resident of the state of Kentucky, one of the things that you have to understand is that you have a will. Every resident in the state of Kentucky has one of these. Now, even if you haven't completed the will yourself, what the state does is if you were to pass away, they provide you with their copy of a will. So every resident has one of these on file down in Frankfort. Now, you don't have to read this particular will, but if you would find all kinds of things that you would not be very happy with. Let me give you an example. A lot of individuals believe if it's a simple situation, they don't really need a will. If I pass away, money's going to go to my spouse or maybe my children, things of that nature. And in a lot of states, it works that way, but not typically here in Kentucky. The way the will works that the state of Kentucky provides you basically says that if you were to pass away, then your spouse gets half of your assets, but then there's a hierarchy that goes on to your brothers and sisters and parents before your surviving spouse would inherit the other half. Most people are shocked to find that out, and of course this isn't a situation that really anybody should be happy about. You can fix this problem by going to a certified attorney and getting your own will. Of course, that's going to trump the one that the state provides us. And while you're talking with that attorney, you can ask them, do you need a trust? Some individuals need them, others don't. But another thing that we recommend to everybody is to at least get a power of attorney and a living will. A power of attorney will give someone, either a friend or a relative, power to spend money on things if you were to become incapacitated, maybe in a hospital or some other event happens in your life where you can't get to maybe your checkbook or your legal documents. Someone else can step in and provide you care for those types of things. So that's always something that's important. But then also having a living will, and basically a living will spell out exactly what you want to have happen if, again, you can't answer for yourself. So would you want to remain on life support? Would you not want to remain on life support? It tells your friends and family exactly what you would want. Now, really, none of these topics are fun to talk about, but it is something that you need to review and update at least every 5 to 10 years, or when you have a life-changing event, such as maybe getting remarried or having a child, maybe moving from one state to the next. You need to make sure that you work with an attorney to get these things updated. So again, in our office, we are not attorneys. We can refer you to an attorney that can help you with these things if you don't already know one, but we do recommend that everybody, especially in the state of Kentucky, to at least make sure that you have an up-to-date will. So that's this week's tip.